Hello friends, thank you for joining us. My name is Joel, and this is the O2 Drop.
Wow, new year, new Joel not using that sound effect to introduce the podcast.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy. You're listening to your favorite made-for-adults Pokemon VGC podcast, coming from Perth, the land of no regional and the home of Mark.
Hello. Yes, this is where I live.
And our new permanent part-time panellist, Alister.
Permanent part-time. Thanks for having me. Happy New Year.
I love how we originally used the term casual and realized we didn't want to pay the 25% loading.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, I respect that. I want my annual leave as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
You got to
read your contract. Your annual leave is baked into the 2 weeks off that we get.
That's it. Forced.
Just like a teacher. Yeah.
It's a very good contract for us.
It's crazy how we, as like very socialist, pro-workers movements, just as soon as we become some semblance of an employer, just immediately become the most libertarian. Suppress these fucking workers, man.
It's like, well, actually, fuck you.
Yeah. This is, for anyone listening, this is all jokes. We're not paying him, so.
For clarity, guys, I'm here out of my own volition.
No such thing as volunteers, right?
I'm grateful to be here.
Yeah.
You guys are getting paid.
Yeah.
You're the only one who's getting paid.
I'm not spending
all the money we get from the
all.
podcast goes to you.
It's going to beanies this year. In the next week or two.
Everyone come buy a beanie.
Yes. I should be getting, by the time this episode comes out, I should hopefully have the test one done by our printer. So nice. I'll be locking it in. If you haven't heard from me by Thursday regarding payment for your stuff, let me know.
All right.
And if you haven't put your order in, it may be too late by the time you hear this. Sorry.
Probably.
But yeah, how have your holidays been, Mark? What have you been up to?
Very little, and it's been great. I played a bunch of Z to A.
Nice.
I ate a bunch of Christmas food for several days after Christmas.
As well. Hell yeah.
That's my favorite part about the Christmas season is just subsisting on leftovers for the rest of the... It just makes the lazy season even lazier. It's great.
It really does.
Love it.
That's about it, to be honest.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Alister?
Yeah, I've had to do a lot of socializing, which as Pokemon nerd introverts can't be bothered with sometimes. But no, it's been nice. Yeah, just to have a bit of time off. I've also played a little bit of ZA, but not as much as I'd like. Definitely not as much as you guys, and not as much as Chris, who has 300 plus hours.
He's almost got more hours in Z to A than he does in Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Which is crazy considering he wants to go to Worlds, but sure, do what you enjoy.
He's just one of those hopefuls in the Twitch chat asking like, so when is VGC going to be played on Pokemon Z to A? It's like genuinely shortly after ZA dropped, there was a big regionals and I was in Twitch chat and so many people were asking, just like, so when are we going to be on Z to A? Is that going to be the new format?
Could you imagine?
I was like, yeah, man, that's the same game.
Yeah. Unironically, Chris's chance at Worlds will be better in Scavvy, as proven when we all got together during the break. And
oh, are you talking about how he won a challenge?
Yeah.
He beat one human being.
Good on him.
He did.
Wait, so he got first.
He got first.
Oh, okay, because there was
he lost to me.
Yeah,
I just want to make that perfectly clear. I kicked the fuck out of him, and his dumbass Reggie Drago team that he took Reggie Drago off and replaced it with Ursaluna Bloodmoon.
Of course.
Smacked the shit out of that.
Alister looks concerned immediately.
And then I think after that, he beat Sebi. And then after that, because there were only 5 people at this challenge, there was no one who was OX. So he got the bye at 1-1.
Did he get a 1 I didn't realize he was a 1-1 buy.
I'm pretty sure he was because I played Sebi round 3, so it can't have been him against Sebi round 2.
Yeah, and you didn't have a buy at all.
No, because I'm the only one who played humans all day.
Oh, wow.
I came in 2-1, but one of my humans shat the bed at the end of the day.
So because he got that buy, his resistance improved.
Was better than mine, yeah. There were 4 2-1s and 1-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Sorting out pricing for that was frustrating. I was like,
fair.
Technically everyone is first other than like resistance.
Yep.
So just give everyone their money back.
Yep.
But no, yeah, Chris won a challenge in Scavvy in Gen 9, beating one person.
Yeah. Well done, Chris. You won a challenge. Let us know how you beat specifically Sebi.
But no, I mean, when we all got together and played ZA, he got stomped convincingly, constantly. So yeah, I think Scavvy is where he needs to stay.
All right. Well, he just needs to win 3 more challenges.
If Worlds has 5 players, he's in with a shot.
He's in with a Oh man, good luck for Sydney, Chris. We know you can go better than even. But no, I'm very frustrated with ZA because I've figured it out. I'm at about 8 hours of reset on Latios for shiny. I'm at about 1,100 resets.
That's
holy shit.
So I've doubled odds. At this point, I'm like, am I doing it wrong? And then I've watched multiple guys on everything. I'm doing it right. It's just...
Is that just a normal thing? Like,
yeah,
it's expected to just take...
He's getting bad luck.
I'm getting bad luck currently.
Okay.
You would have found it by now if you were good at the game. It also doesn't help that you're on a Switch 1.
No, it doesn't.
Because there's a slightly quicker way to do it on Switch 2, but the loading times on the Switch 1 are so long that it's quicker to do the runaround method than the like hard reset method.
Yeah. So even odds are about 580.
Right.
1 in 580, and I'm nearly double that now. So
that's what you've been doing over the holidays, Joel, is it?
Good holidays then?
Oh, no, because my kid has also redeveloped an interest in Zelda. So I've had to like play a lot of Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, you poor soul, haven't played a great game.
I know, but under the guide of a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I
So
get
I want to go like shrine hunting, and like I haven't even gone into Gerudo yet. I've never finished this game. I finished the 5 temples, and then I was going to get my 100% before I went to Ganon, but then I reset it because I thought you could have 2 save files.
Oh.
And that was not correct. So.
Oh my
Someone
God.
on the internet lied to you, my friend.
Delete system 32. That kind of thing, right?
So yeah, I've done 3 temples under the guide of my 6-year-old. I need to go into Gerudo and do the depths and do the sky and everything. Like, yes, it's a great game, but when someone's telling you how to play and they have no fucking idea,
then you're
so it
you're
sounds
not
like being a
playing the
Twitch
game.
streamer.
Yeah.
It's a good introduction if I decide to ever do that.
Yeah. Oh God, you've got me seething just imagining those Twitch stream shitters watching every VGC match, trying to say, "Oh, I should have done this. Should have done this."
Man.
It bothered me a little bit, but now I just find it so funny.
Yeah, you just gotta laugh at it.
It's one of my favorite spectator sports. Is just armchair Twitch players who could never come in more than like top 16 at a 15-person challenge, and just like them saying is like, "Oh, why didn't he go for Trick Room there?"
Yeah,
like it's hilarious. It's honestly very funny.
I always find it funny when people don't realize that they immediately have the power of hindsight.
Yeah.
That too.
Watching,
or you're watching person A's perspective and you're calling out like, "Oh, why didn't person B protect their Ursaluna from the close combat?" It's like, you could see he was clicking close combat.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever played the game. The other guy actually didn't have access to that information.
No, it's crazy stuff. But yeah, it's like having a Twitch viewer.
Yeah.
Tell you what to do, and then you just have to do it. Otherwise,
except you have to do it.
Yeah. So other than that, holiday's been great. I've been super fucking busy since January 1st. I handballed my child to my parents, and then
That sounds unethical.
then spent 4 days redoing his bedroom.
Nice.
I'll put photos into the Discord for people to see. It looks fucking sick.
I've seen photos and god damn, you put in bloody good effort.
It looks good. So if you're not subscribed, $3 a month and you can see Joel's home renovations.
Yeah. Great segue, Mark.
Thank you. It's what everyone wants to see with their $3 hard-earned dollars.
Yeah. Go to the02drop.com. It'll redirect you to our Buzzsprout page where you can subscribe for as little as $3 per month.
Once you put in your card details, you get an email with a link to our Discord. Upon that, click on the link to the Discord, go there, go find whichever channel Joel puts his renovation pictures in.
I'll put it in
you'll be able to get
just to annoy Chris.
Oh, yeah, nice. You'll be able to get a good eyeful of Joel's renovation pics.
Yeah. Do you find it funny that Chris really likes cottagecore and like pretending to love the environment and all that, yet he has outdoor cats?
That is funny, if true.
I have to be honest, outdoor cats is pretty cottagecore.
Is it?
I don't think cottagecore is necessarily caring for the environment.
Okay.
It's kind of like growing your own shit.
I suppose that's fair. That's a good point.
And I think like an old lady who lives next to a forest in a little cottage and does her gardening, and her two lovely little cats, Fluffy and Mittens, curl up next to the fire and cuddle with her at nighttime, and then also they go out and they just completely decimate the local fauna.
Yeah.
I think that's very cottagecore.
That is fair. A good point.
Yeah.
That is a good point. So that's the rundown on us for our holidays and what we've been up to. Chris couldn't be here tonight because Merlot's unwell. So we hope that Merlot hasn't ingested like a poisoned fauna or something. Because he is a wildlife warrior out there hunting his own food.
My old cat Mike used to hunt geckos.
Oh, Jesus.
And they made him vomit. And I could always tell because whenever there would be a pile of vomit, it would almost like definitely have at least some part of a gecko in it.
Yeah, like the tail dropped off.
Yeah, usually like most of the gecko, but like he kept eating them and they kept making him sick. I was like, you have such little pattern recognition, you fucking idiot.
We love dumb cats.
Yeah, that's why I got 2 more.
But yes, VG is what people are here to listen about, supposedly.
I don't know if it is.
Are they?
I feel like if people wanted to listen specifically to VGC, they could go listen to like Tub Takes or Oko or some that had like good VGC takes.
They have good VGC takes.
Maybe, I don't know. Some pro players. Oko's maybe a bad example because, Sierra and Joe are casters, not players, but...
Shots fired.
No. Okay, I've got... That's one of the podcasts I actually listen to. I like Oko, but what I'm saying is they're not top level players.
Yeah.
They're like us. They're commentators.
I think Joe has at least qualified for Worlds previously.
Yeah, I think
I'm not sure if Sierra's been playing long enough to have been able to qualify.
I actually have no idea.
Yeah, I could be wrong about that. I know that she was early days was did the YouTube Draft League content stuff.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I mean she became a caster through being a content creator.
Yeah. Okay.
No shade, but she's about as good at the game as I am.
You're really good.
Oh, I'll stop at you.
Yeah, you're in the top 8 for the Invitational at the moment.
Yeah, that's just I keep going to challenges.
No cut points there yet. Just challenge points. I think you've got.
No, I haven't been to a cup yet.
You haven't been to a cup yet.
I keep missing them.
Jesus.
They keep being on days when I'm not available.
That sucks.
It's only January, so we can't have had that many cups, right?
We've had 3 at least.
3?
Yeah.
Cups since the start of we've only had 1 quarter of the season, haven't we?
Yeah.
So there's been 4 cups.
Yeah.
And most people aren't going to go to all 4, right? Maybe 3.
Probably
maybe 2.
the people.
I think Chris has.
Yeah, fair.
People chasing their invites.
Yeah,
and their travel awards definitely have.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember the exact dates because I don't have them right in front of me, but I think we've got 2 or 3 cups in January and February before Sydney Regionals.
Right. Okay.
Because EUIC is the week after Sydney. So getting those points opportunities in early for the travel award people.
Crucial.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of CP, AU CP in general, I was having a look at the Oceania standings very recently. And I think Yoav and Nick Khan have over 1,000 CP already.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
I got 999 CP after a whole season.
Yeah. And that's a huge amount of CP to get in a season.
Yeah. So
did they both travel to Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah. And presumably did LAIC as well?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That explains that. Because, that is a lot. Like, that's certainly more than you can get at locals.
I mean, I guess, like, I only went to the Aussie regionals. So that's it. And we only have 3, so...
It goes back to what people have previously said in criticism of our current system, which is that it does kind of reward wallet warriors. Not to say that both Yoav and Nick don't definitely deserve Worlds qualifications. Like, they're both top-level players, but, like, they've already got 1,000 CP because they went to LAIC and Las Vegas and just, like, got themselves so much more, potential for points.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yoav is ranked 6th globally.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
If you don't already know, who do you guess would be first globally?
Top globally
for VG.
VG.
I haven't been paying that much attention to regionals, so I don't know who's been at most of them. Is it MDB?
Pardon?
MDB?
No, not in the top 10.
Juan Salerno?
Yes.
Yeah, because he got 2nd and Kinugawa got 1st at LAIC. So I figured... And, like, he's Latam, so he probably would have done a bunch of locals.
Yeah, cranking
stuff.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I figured.
So 1, Tang, Tia Time, and the other top 3, and then Oliver S.
Tia Time was also just, like, did really well at LAIC, right? Which probably would have rocketed him up the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah. And also just IC points payouts are insane.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do a check-in while we're here on the Oceania leaderboard for top 20 invites. We no, we don't have any Australians that have got an auto invite yet, do we?
No, because we've only had one Australian unless
Takumi.
Takumi. Yes, good point. Good point.
He's a senior invite. Yeah.
No, I don't know if any Australians have won
locally.
a regional, and the only Australian regionals we've had was one by Kato.
Yuzu.
Yeah. So Yoav on 11.55, Nick Khan on 10.77, Henry Rich at 8.14.
That doesn't count. He's in the US. He's already probably had a dozen regionals happen in the space of like a month.
Perth's very own Kieran Singh at 7.05.
Very nice.
Joji at 6.35, which Joji's way down on last year. Joji was sitting.
Well, we haven't
on
had that many GCs yet.
This is
Give it time.
Lewis Multiboy on 5.99. Tasumi 88. Forgive me, I don't know exactly who you are.
Oh, that's Matthew Robinson, I'm pretty sure.
Matthew Robinson on 480. Thomas Devon 475. Jacob Margetts. I think that's a new name in Asia.
Oh, he was at Frankfurt.
He was at Frankfurt?
And I think another European regional.
The name sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
I think he's younger. Like, I'm wondering if maybe he's
like
a
senior step up this
He
season.
looked young. He was on stream. He was the guy with the...
I think he's one of
surf,
Ashley's mates.
Yeah, the Surf Pelipper with...
The Kingdra?
Surf Kingdra, sorry. Yeah, with Archaladon. Yeah.
That makes sense. So I think it must be a recent age up. 458. Tobo, 10th at 455. Caleb Wejinshinha. I've probably butchered that. So sorry, Caleb.
That.
Yep.
So 447. Umid K123. Again, don't know who you are. 428. Ben Madigan, 427. King of Yi VGC 420 Blaziken. Tim at 403.
Timothy Nurse. Get in.
Luke I at 376. Colton T at 372. Jack R at 371.
That's Jack Roth, by the way.
Jack Roth.
Right.
And sorry, Luke I is Luke Uele.
Yeah.
Yep. Diego Ferreira at 367 at 19th. So again, Diego not having a great season compared to last year where he was pushing top 4 constantly.
Greg H was not kind to him.
It was not. And then
probably had something to do with Lurantis. But
I mean, we've only had one Aussie regional. Like, it's just one tournament.
Yeah. I still got a lot of faith in Diego to qualify. He's a very good player.
Yeah. And then Gilherm Schilling at 355.
Guillaume.
I would have said Guillaume also. But yeah.
Yeah, Guillaume.
Sorry, I don't pronounce everything properly. Or most things, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Drew Bliss, who was Giratina at Melbourne.
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
Outside of top 20 by 1 point.
Ooh.
Perth's very own Daniel Baguli in 22nd, only down by 8 points on top 20.
Oh. Bro should have gone to the challenge on Saturday. He needs to stop renovating his house.
Chloe Burke outside of top 20 by 14 points. And then we have a big jump down to Genesis, which is Isaac at 306 and Dim the Sim at 295. The top 25 currently in Australia. So Perth right now has 2 and 1 knocking on the door.
Not bad, not bad.
There's a lot of good players in there.
Yeah.
And a lot of good players in Australia that aren't up there.
Yeah. And
So
shout out to Scoot Easy, who's made his way into top 30 at 277.
Nice.
Matt Slocum, who effectively only gets to play part-time, 33rd at 245.
Can basically only attend every
nice.
second local because he's on FIFO.
Yeah.
So that is the Australian leaderboard. Not competitive at the top. Huge leads by those at the top.
It's like people that went to Las Vegas and LAIC, and then people who did well in Brisbane, and then like everyone else pretty much.
You can see the snowball happening at the top end of our leaderboard for sure.
Yeah.
I think Yoav and Nick are basically shoo-ins, even if they don't perform that well for the rest of the season.
I think they have invite. yeah, probably.
Yeah. But they're probably going to keep trying for like TA and whatnot.
Yeah. So top 6 are all above 600 points, basically. But we'll say that Lewis has 600 because he's at 599.
No, it doesn't count.
And then the spread...
Tell them to go top 8 a challenge or something.
The spread of points from 7th to 20th is only 115 points.
Yeah, not bad.
So it's tight.
It's still competitive. Yeah.
So there's lots of people knocking on the door of that 7 and 8 TA.
I'm going to be honest, this early in the season, no one outside of top 5 should feel at all comfortable.
No, not at all.
Oh, yeah.
Like someone might be like, oh, look at that, I'm 10th in Australia. It means fuck all.
Yeah.
Like,
I think last year 20th position was 700 points.
high 600s, low 700s, I think.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Yeah, because I think Dan...
He was really close.
Close. He was at like 600 points or something.
He finished with 590 something, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like doubled our previous cutoff.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, do we know when we're going to get the Ace Trainer reward cards yet?
I have no idea, man.
I'm just hoping they're worth a mint so that I can sell them to some TCG schmuck.
Yeah. So you sell them to yourself?
I'm only a TCG schmuck if I can put it in a GLC deck.
That's fair. GLC is a great version of TCG.
Oh, it's great.
I wish I had it when I played TCG.
Well, good news. You can play it now. And for anyone listening, why don't you check out if your scene has a local TCG GLC events?
Yeah.
Now's a great time to throw your money at some shiny cardboard.
Yeah.
The economy's doing really well.
Yeah. Great market to buy in.
Pokemon cards have never been more affordable.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking, you mentioned like no one should feel safe, right? Like in the Oceania rankings, the Auckland, what was the cap?
32?
60, I think 64.
Did it end up being 64? Did it?
I'm sure it's 64, but
Okay.
I could be wrong.
32 was a number that was thrown around.
Yeah, I do remember hearing 32. I was like, well, if you signed up, like, congrats, you got CP. Like,
Yeah, basically. Because half the field is going to get regional CP.
which is ridiculous,
From
right?
that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, usually around half the field gets CP in most regionals, but the fact that it was obviously had a cap, so a very small cap, whether it was 32 or 64, tiny cap, difficult to get in.
Yeah.
There was lots of unsubstantiated rumors going around that the organizers made sure that only New Zealand players could get in.
Like, I'm not going to lie. I would not have that much of an issue with it if that was the case.
I wouldn't have an issue with it either. That's what I'm just saying. I heard the rumor and I was like, well, it's an NZ special event. It's probably the only one, there's not even a guarantee that special event will happen next year.
Oh, yeah,
type
for
thing.
sure.
It's the only like regional level event they're going to get in the season.
Yeah.
So it's fair.
Oh, it'd be so sick to get like a Wellington regionals or something. I'd probably travel for that.
If you got family in Wellington.
Yeah, I do have family in Wellington.
Yeah, no, it'd be really sick to have a Perth regionals.
Yeah. I've got family in Perth, would you believe it?
Me too. Crazy. Would you have you considered traveling at all, Alistair? Are you fully committed to now that we don't have a Perth regional, obviously?
Yeah, I think that was like the final nail in the coffin for me.
Yeah.
In terms of even thinking about participating in the Western Circuit, the fact that we don't have the home home turf regional. It's just going to be too much money. So I thought, let's give it a try.
Give the online a try.
Yeah.
Very helpful having family there.
Yeah.
But like it is a hell of a qualification system.
It is. We don't know exactly what it's going to be for this year unless they drop it, after the recording today.
Standard practice.
Before you listen to it. But last year it was 4 GCs, top 120 in one of them to play the main stage.
Top 120 amongst Japanese players or top 120 global leaderboard?
Amongst Japanese.
Yeah, okay.
So those 480 players will play another GC.
Yeah.
But it's only max 20 games.
Yeah, in like a 2 or 3 hour window.
Yeah, in like 2 or 3 hours. You have to play minimum 10 games as well.
Ooh.
And
so
then
nobody's playing stall in that window.
No, you probably not.
HO or balance only almost.
Because you need to get through games. Yeah. And the top 64 of that gets a Worlds invite and plays the live Japan Nationals. I expect it to be similar.
Is it PJCS? Is that
PJCS? The whole thing is basically called PJCS.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like PJCS Yosen is qualifier.
Yeah.
PJCS Honsen, which is the one with 480 players.
Yeah.
That's like main battle.
Yeah.
And then live tournament.
Yeah. Is the because everyone who makes that is an invited.
Yep.
And then they're playing for travel awards effectively.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And in the old system, they used to get day 2 entrance and like buys and all that sort of stuff from that event.
Yeah. Before like all the new stuff, the system we know right now, when there was day 2 worlds.
Yeah.
That was definitely a major thing. But now it's like, just get a travel award, I think, if you're top 4.
Yeah.
And maybe like a stipend.
For the top 8. 12, I think, was it last year?
12,
got a stipend?
Something like that, yeah. And
they play a double Elim live comp.
Double Elim, yeah. It's mainly for the prestige, I guess, because for everyone that sort of follows VGC, I'd say like it's one of the most remembered tournaments of the year out of the Worlds. Because it's based on the same level, sort of. As internets, right? Because it's Japan's nationals.
I remember the stage they had last season was super interesting. The fact that they had the players sitting like quite far away from each other, really, and not even really facing each other. They were like facing the crowd from a center stage, and then like had like a wall screen thing so they couldn't like sneak peek or anything.
Oh wow, it's kind of like the arcades,
Yes.
Like you can't see like who you're playing, but there's a person like on the other side.
Yeah, it was one of the most bizarre setups, but it was very cool.
Interesting. They've also got the AI predictor, like that it predicts the odds of a person like winning and things like this.
Yeah, based on current.
Is that just based on like their win record and like any like
based on game state? It was constantly
changing. Pokemon and like what moves they know and everything. Yeah, it's kind of like the chess like. I don't know what
the analysis computer.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I think they use Stockfish at the moment.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool, and I think Japan Nats is the only
time I've seen it.
I've ever seen.
It would be very interesting to see something like that at Worlds, where there's like a computer making predictions about how the game's going to pan out, because Yuma at one point it like ducked really low for him, if I remember correctly. Like
I think so. Yeah, I think that's right.
He didn't have to submarine, did he? No, he did have to submarine.
I'm pretty sure Shohei.
Or Shohei the submarine he needed.
It's been like 6 months now, so I've forgotten. I think Zine went through losers.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I think he did.
That's right, because he won 3 games and Yuma won the 2.
Yeah.
So it was like...
Sorry, you just mentioned went through losers. Is it double Elim?
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. In VGC.
I know some people have mentioned they want to see Swiss replaced with double Elim.
That's cap.
Which I don't agree with at all.
That's so cap for VGC.
Yeah. Double Elim exists for Go because of the hardware. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
For Go, they provide you the phones which you use, and obviously they don't want to provide several hundred phones at big events
to play simultaneously. Yeah.
So they
it's
do
all logistics.
They do double elim so that they can run pods and have a maximum. Swiss is a far better format. It gives you like, imagine you prep well, just have a shitty first 2 matches, but then like
you can still win out.
You can still go from there. You can still become the champion from there, and a double elim takes that out.
Yeah.
To quote panelist Chris Marr, I want to be able to make 2 misplays 2 games in a row and still be able to win the whole thing.
He does sound like that
too. Chris and I have worked very closely on this podcast since its inception a few years ago. And he's a very good friend of mine, but I have listened to him a fucking lot. So I've kind of picked up on his mannerisms a little bit.
Just a smidge. Oh, incredibly accurate. But no, I like double elim for things that, like, we did a double elim for the Invitational.
Yeah, for the Invitational makes sense because it's a small,
but
small
also,
group.
How many players were in the Invitational? Was it 8?
Yeah, exactly. Like
at that point, like
it's a top cut. Basically.
That's a top cut.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I know this is going to make tournaments drag on even longer, so players will hate me for suggesting it. Is there any world where top cut is double elim?
Should be.
You reckon?
I thought you were going to suggest that. I've had this thought too. It'll probably take too long.
The one problem with double elim is that the amount of rounds that you have to play is 2n-1.
Which is the same as Swiss, right?
Yeah, roughly.
Except technically,
sorry, not rounds. Number of games in a double elim bracket is 2n-1.
Right. Yeah.
So if you have 8 people, you're playing a minimum of 15 games. Mm-hmm. Whereas in a single elim,
of course, because you played the same number of games as Swiss, but they don't happen at the same time like Swiss does.
Correct.
Yeah.
I tried to advocate many years ago when they first brought in IDs into TCG. For anyone who's very new to Pokemon, IDs have not always, so intentional draws have not always existed in TCG.
Yeah.
When they came in, they were very controversial, and they were used very aggressively to lock out top cuts and stuff.
Yeah. Because for our VGC listeners who don't have draws and aren't familiar with it, you can have a certain record coming into the last round or even the last couple of rounds where if you just get draws for both rounds, you're guaranteed top cut. And if you're up against someone with the same record, they're in the same boat as you. So Joel, I'm 610 and you're 610.
I dare for lunch.
Yeah, if top cut is 611 or higher, we can just be like, we can both guarantee top cut, want a draw, as opposed to one of us risking being 6-2-0 and
missing out
on cut. It's like, let's agree to draw, sign the match up right there and then, hand it to a judge. Like you said, go get some lunch, come back for top cut.
Which you definitely cannot do in VGC.
Yeah.
No, the closest thing you can do to VGC is in like an 8-round tournament, going 7-0, knowing you're guaranteed cut and going and getting some lunch and dropping the last round.
I made a proposal in like 2017 or 2018 when IDs first came in that we should have qualification and elimination finals within top 8. So people in top 4 play a qualification final.
Yeah.
So that they, by being in the top 4 of the top 8, they earn a second chance, much like AFL.
Yeah,
and then players in the bottom 4.
This is not dissimilar to our current system of the asymmetric top cut, where people in the top whatever above the bottom 8 or bottom 16, depending on how many people there are.
It kind of is, because the way it would work is that 1 would play 4, 2 would play 3.
Yeah.
And the loser of those 2 matches would play the winners of 5 versus 8 and 6 versus 7.
Yeah, correct.
So it would add 1 round to top cut to sort out that middle where losers play winners. But the idea was you prevent people from locking out the top cut.
Because it's still, like, if I'm 610 and you're 610, it's still beneficial for me to go for the win because I'll be in a more comfortable spot in top cut if I'm 7.
Yeah.
So that was the proposal. It fell on deaf ears, but that's okay.
Look, the TCG community, they can be left to their own devices with draws. I know that subject in particular is incredibly divisive.
Yeah.
I know.
But it's all very well understood by the players now because they've had it for 8 or 9 years now.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I've had people kind of say that they want to see something similar in VGC. And I'm just like, no. Like, we don't have draws. Let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
TCG, sometimes it will be a draw just because of how the game works. VGC, like, it's set up in such a way where it can't really be a draw.
Yeah. Our game is very quick as well and self-governing. like, think to the last regionals you attended. How much earlier than TCG did we finish our day one?
Oh, I'm well aware how quick the rounds finished because I was scrambling around trying to find pairings to put on the stream for the next match.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not something that I think will ever come into VG. VG just has that because there are a few situations in game that can result in legitimate ties. You just play effectively a sudden death if you've played 3 legitimate games, and you have a tied game state. You know, the game self-governs with that.
Yeah, I've actually seen that like once in 10 plus years of playing.
A legitimate tie.
It was London Open in 2022.
Yeah.
There was Shedinja, Porygon 2 mirror, and they traced Wonder Guard.
Oh,
and they're like the same EVs
so
as well and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like they just couldn't do anything. So
just like PP death.
Yeah, so like they took up the whole time. Everyone else was waiting, and I think it actually ended up being like a draw.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only time I've ever seen it though.
That's mental.
Yeah.
I know it's not conducive for good competitive, but I do want to see more sudden death. Like, I think it's incredibly interesting to watch, especially when you watch high level players play.
It's hype.
Yeah. It's hype as hell.
Stressful when you're the competitor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But to watch, it's hype.
I'm still so mad about Melbourne last year when I was ended up in sudden death because there was a disconnect. And my opponent had Focus Sash, Kali, Shadow, and Sturdy Ogerpon Rock.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, man, I've got to pick up a knockout before one of these cunts knocks out one of my Pokemon. It was such an uphill battle. But I still remember, I think it was Perth 2023. I can't remember who his opponent was. I'm pretty sure it was James Katz. James Katz was in a sudden death. And it went for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because they were like, it was the longest sudden death I've ever seen or even could conceptualize. Because it was just so much pivoting and repositioning to try to get it.
Yeah, and then when there were knockouts, they were trades. It wasn't...
Yeah. I think it came down to like a 2v2 because like there had been 2 trades that like, you know, I pick up your Pokemon, you pick up my Pokemon, there's no Pokemon advantage, game continues.
Yeah.
And it was just so sick to watch.
Yeah. We have an individual locally who they make sure that they prepare for sudden deaths of almost every regionals. Aaron is very intent on making sure that his team can survive or get through a sudden death get match. Is it something you two have ever considered while building?
My teams that I build,
you'll be fine.
Right. Like they. I know I just complained about having an unfavorable matchup in a sudden death, but the teams that I build tend to be more well favored in sudden death because I build hyper offense teams, which tend to be better at picking up the first KO of the match. I never keep it in mind. No.
Yeah.
Because it's so rare, right?
It is.
Like it's I think happened to me once in that instance I was just talking about. Like it's not even worth like. As much as I enjoy practicing sudden deaths because I find them fun, it's not at all worth prepping for, no.
Yeah, it was a lot more common in the 3DS era, I feel, before they introduced like the 20-minute game limit in Sword and Shield. So I don't think I've played a sudden death. I guess probably the only reason you would know is like because of DCs in Scarlet Violet. And I don't really build to like specifically for it. I don't even think about it. I probably should, you know, at least have like some kind of plan of what am I going to do, you know, if it does get to a sudden death, what are going to be my best lead most of the time. But it comes up so rarely. I've never really thought about it. I'm normally too stressed coming up with the team in the first place.
It's like once you've figured out all your matchups, try to like best pad it out for your unfavorable matchups and you've done all of that. You're just like, all right, now I've got to figure out my sudden death. Like, no.
I think I've had more legitimate ties playing online on ladder than I have like a sudden death moment. I don't think I've had to resolve any games by sudden death.
Yeah.
All right.
But I've definitely had legitimate ties with like, you know, Flare Blitz Recoil taking out my last Pokemon or something to that effect.
That, I mean, in older games, that might have been a tie. That's not a tie these days.
That example wouldn't be a tie, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
No, it's only recoil results in a tie. It's only the
if you've got
self-KO
an Amoonguss, and I Flare Blitz it,
your
Amoonguss gets taken out. My Arcanine dies to recoil. I win that game.
Yeah, because Samungus dies first. There's
Samungus
actually
dies
an
first.
order of operations. There's like, I forgot what it was. I know Perish is last. I think it was like Poison.
Perish is slowest
I think
Pokemon
Poison
wins.
and Burn are actually different priority brackets.
Yeah.
I can't remember which
Yes.
one was first. It might be Poison.
Yeah, I've seen the list of like the turn priority, and it's in terms of like turn effects, and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
The one I know off top of head is Perish is the slowest Pokemon wins.
Yeah, and also goes after all the other like residual effects.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So I don't know. I can't recommend to people prepping for sudden death, but maybe one thought, do I have something that can get me through and live, is probably something you need to consider.
Maybe. One thing I will recommend to newer players who are looking to get practice at the game, I think sudden death is actually a really good way to kind of train how you evaluate the board state, because sudden death really puts you in a position where you have to be considering, how each turn is going to end.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably a good way for newer players to try to, like, I guess, train up those particular skills of kind of assessing board state and planning next moves.
Yeah.
So I would recommend that, if it's like you want to do a bit of sudden death practice with your buddies, I think it can actually be quite helpful for exercising certain VGC muscles.
Yeah, I think in like 2022 or 2023 pre-Perth regionals, we like did a sudden death tournament.
Yeah, it was fun as hell.
To just like train how to get out of sudden death.
But even then, I don't recommend practicing sudden death to be prepared for sudden death.
No, it's
But
so
just, even
rare.
just like, I think, using it
have
as
that
an
mentality,
exercise.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you the best way to get out of sudden death. Yeah, you already know what's coming. Just win.
Just win.
Yeah.
Just win.
I tried, but then the fucking switch disconnected. I was in
Yeah,
such a favorable
that's
spot. I had his Ogerpon Encore. He was dead to rights. It was bullshit.
It is actually out of your control. Scarlet Violet is trash.
is.
Yes.
If you're ever in an unfavorable situation, just kick the table.
No, but just watch. You're going to be at a regionals, and some guy on the other side is going to have a fucking iPhone 4, and they're going to be playing champions, and then that thing's going to brick up, and it's going to be a tie.
Yeah.
I was thinking for champions, it would be amazing if they could make it so you could like go back into the game like exactly how it was, like the same state.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, like save
Disconnect.
to the server. Yeah.
But I doubt it will happen.
Once
Yeah.
again, this is just showing that Showdown is the superior format for competitive
Yeah,
VGC.
because you can DC and
You
like,
can
if
DC,
you're fast
yeah,
enough,
come back in.
the judge
Yeah.
can
get
check
back in.
the replay and all that kind of thing. Oh, yeah, that's right. You could resume the
you
game
can still
state,
resume
yeah.
the game if you connect in time. Yeah.
Yeah. God, there's so much potential for champions. But you are right. Like the whole, what am I playing this software on at tournaments is going to be a massive issue for organized play.
I anticipate champions will be Switch only for big tournaments,
I agree.
I
Which-
kind
which
of
I-
hope so.
which I think will be the correct call. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, having everyone on the same standardized hardware.
Like,
is-
if they're providing mobile phones for everyone to play Go,
Yeah.
evidently they care enough about people not using their phones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's the other thing as well. I can't police, if I'm playing champions on my phone against Alister and my friend's standing behind Alister and he's messaging me and something pops up and
Yeah.
Connor's like, he's clicking protect on his Dondozo, target the Tinglu.
Yeah. For that reason alone, I think there's no way that they allow phones in
100%,
tournaments. Yeah.
On top of all the other issues that could come with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such as people figuring out overlays.
Yeah,
Like
that's
they
true.
do, like they do for Pogo.
Just general tech issues,
Yeah.
compatibility problems, all that kind of thing.
Yeah. It'll have to be Switch only for like in-person tournaments,
Yeah.
Yep.
which will be fine. Be great.
Yeah.
Imagine if it had spectator.
And being able to save battle videos.
Yeah.
You know
Yes.
what would be sick though, if it's like an accessible spectator mode. So if Alistair and I are playing and you want to watch on your phone, you
Yeah.
can dial in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be.
What's the code for your game?
Yeah.
I want to jump in and watch. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
It'd be so good. The potential.
Well, we'll see on Pokemon
So much
Day.
potential, but we will see. Yeah.
I guess it's now, we're now 2026. It's the
Yeah.
30th anniversary of Pokemon.
It is.
Oh
Which
yeah,
is
true.
crazy.
We'll
They're definitely announcing Gen 10, right? 30th anniversary.
I mean,
see.
there's lots of leak stuff about it.
Yeah, Pokemon Gaia.
Yeah, Pokemon Gaia. There's lots of spoil, like Land and Wind or something. Or
Wind and Sea.
Wind and
Wind and
Sea,
Sea,
I
I
heard.
think it is. Yeah.
yeah, are like I don't know if they're working titles or if they're like
There might be
Code names.
code names, or if they are, the early confirmation of what
I
it
heard
is.
someone say Storm and Sea.
Storm and Sea, that would make sense.
But Wind, the one thing about like Sea is like we've already got Sapphire and Kyogre. So that's,
but you never know. Yeah, there's lots of. It'll be interesting.
Yeah,
but no, 30th anniversary. In regards to champions, I have been on the it's not going to happen before April.
Yeah, you think
for
it's
the
going to happen
longest time.
late, right?
But I've been seeing a lot more comments from other creators in the Pokemon space and like their thoughts, and a lot seem to be heavily leaning towards a shadow drop on Pokemon Day.
I think that's Cope.
It could be.
I reckon we're getting a release date.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe it's been announced for a while. They've had a lot of time to work on it. I'm probably 50-50 split between these two, which is that it is not released before April 1st, which means that we will play Reg I from April through to NAIC. Oh,
and then Champions is Worlds only.
Oh my God.
No, that'll be fucked up.
Because let's not forget, last year at Worlds, the only thing they announced was that Worlds 2026 would be in Champions.
That's the only thing we know.
That's the only confirmed thing. So that's why.
I would imagine they wouldn't want to, like, considering that they didn't give it to us at the start of the season, I imagine they wouldn't want to, like, I guess, shoehorn themselves and, like, stick themselves with a specific date that they have to drop it by.
Yeah.
I think if they're saying Worlds, they know that's guaranteed, but they don't know if they're going to drop it in March or April or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it would be wild for them not to have it for Japan Nationals. Like that's such a huge marketing opportunity, right?
It is.
Yeah, Japan Nats, I reckon if they're going to do it for Worlds, like at least NAIC.
Yeah.
At least.
I'm a firm believer that they need to have one tournament before Worlds that is run on Champions.
Yeah.
The tournament immediately before Worlds is NAIC.
Yeah.
I also would like to believe that they would try and run it at a smaller regionals.
Yeah.
Prior to...
There's so much they're going to need to troubleshoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the smallest regionals before NAIC is going to be Melbourne.
Yeah, because it's mid-May, isn't it?
Mid-May. So there's some massive copium going on that like we play Champions in Melbourne and we're like the first event to use Champions.
I'd actually travel. if that's true, I'd consider it. Yeah.
Because if it's not released by March 1st, we're not playing Champions in April. That's my thought. So then...
so you reckon they're going to release the game, but it's going to take a bit before we do events on it?
Yes. I think
that's a fair assessment.
They'll give like at minimum a month. So this is why if they shadow drop it on Pokemon Day, there's a strong chance that we're playing it in April.
In April, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
And that's what I've seen a lot of other content creators, the likes of Moxie Boosted and Andy LeVGC, all these individuals.
Just name dropping all the content creators we've had on the show before.
Yeah. All these individuals.
James Evans, man.
All these individuals seem to believe like a shadow drop. Here's Champions, happy Pokemon Day, go wild. It is a likely, because they never tell us very early, but like we still don't know what April's going to be, and it will depend on what happens around that Pokemon Day.
They always announced it like the month before.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
27th of February, Pokemon Day.
27th
is a
February,
Friday this year.
And then, it's basically March.
Yeah, true.
The month before the end of
Pokemon does love dropping things on a Friday as well.
But yeah, what I'm saying is if they drop it, like if they shadow drop it on Pokemon Day, we're going to have the whole weekend to be fucking around with it.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Because I know I will be doing nothing else. I was a bit concerned because Pokemon Day here in Perth happens at like 9 p.m. or something.
Yeah.
Like it happens late at night. And I was a bit concerned if it was like a Wednesday and they drop it and it's like, fuck, I'm going to be asleep by like 3 a.m. because I'm just going to stay up like,
connect it to home.
Connect it to home, start getting some mons in, play around with the tutorial, learn how it works, all that kind of thing.
Make sure you move all your mons from like Scavvy into home so that they're ready to use.
Yeah, so that's good. If they do that, it will give us the weekend to kind of mess around with it.
Yeah.
I think it is might be Cope. I'm usually pessimistic, but I fucking hope it's true.
I'm there as well. I'm going with the whole, it's going to drop on Pokemon Day because I want it to be true.
Yeah.
But I'm also concerned about the fact that that is now getting my hopes up for when it doesn't happen. I'm just going to be like disappointed with Pokemon Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, that's why I say I'm 50-50. I'm in two minds about it. Is it going to be, fuck, we have to play Reg I and we just have to, be big boys and girls and just deal with it? Or are we going to get it and be super psyched?
We're going to have like a late Christmas, from Pokemon.
Which also, for when Champions does come out, it sparks the interesting question of what will the format be? Will it be Mega only or will it be Mega Terra?
I think...
To crescendo goodbye to Gen 9.
I don't know if this is something that people consider particularly unpopular, but I think for the sake of consistency, and obviously they don't give that much of a shit about consistency.
Not at all.
I reckon it'll be Terra only. I reckon that they'll maintain the kind of, season 2026
mechanic.
Yeah. I reckon they'll kind of maintain that so they're not just dropping a new mechanic halfway through.
Yeah. A season.
Maybe there'll be new Pokemon, like entirely different formats in that way, but I think in terms of the mechanic, that's what I reckon. That's what I would do if I was running it.
Yeah, I've spoken to a bunch of people and pretty much an even split of either both Mega Terra or just Mega.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard anyone say just Terra, actually.
I haven't either. You're
that's
the first
interesting.
person to bring that up, and I hadn't considered it.
But your reasoning definitely makes a lot of sense.
Would have to say, we don't even know how they're going to do it. I don't know if Champions itself will, in the game, have options to play different formats, much like Showdown does. You could choose to queue up for the Mega Terra or just queue up for the Terra, queue up for the Restricted's Allowed, queue up for just, the current competitive format of whatever. I don't know if that's how they're going to have it structured, or if it's going to be like the games we currently have, which is queue up for in-game singles ladder or queue up for in-game doubles ladder.
Yeah.
I think if it's the latter and they don't have as many options, then maybe we will be getting Megas.
Yeah.
Because ZA's just happened. Mm-hmm. They're probably going to give us a capability to move those Mons into home.
Yeah, because we cannot currently move them around.
I don't think we currently can, but I'm sure they'll give it to us. And, if they're just like, hey, you know how you've all been grinding the DLC and got all these megas and played rank to get all these mega stones. Well, you can't use them, fucko. So, so that's what I think. I think, if there's the option to use it in game without it necessarily being the dedicated competitive format, I reckon the dedicated competitive format will not introduce anything new until after Worlds.
Interesting.
Or reintroduce anything. Obviously, megas aren't new.
Yeah. Because obviously, once we have it and it's running and it's our SAS Pokemon game for the next decade, they can just do whatever, whenever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that Shakira song.
Yeah. They can say, okay, 2027 is a mega format and we're going to, mega only, and then we're going to give you, Mega Terra or Mega Dynamax or Mega Z again. Like they surely the game will have the ability to just do whatever they want with the gimmicks and bring them in and out as they please.
I'm very excited about the possibilities in terms of how they can set up formats, because I'm imagining, regulation. What are we up to? JK, like regulation K. Yeah. It's like regulation F, but we've taken away these particular. There's no Fluttermane, no Urshifu, no Rillaboom, no Incineroar.
Yeah.
Go have fun.
Yeah.
Like things like that. Like they can be so specific with how they do things to kind of, I guess, balance the game, to provide fresh game modes, to prevent things from getting stale and samey.
Yeah.
So I think there's definitely a lot of potential there. And like you said, it's like, here's regulation F, and then in 3 months, here's regulation F, but mega evolutions as well.
Yeah.
Like so much potential.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like even just the available decks, they can rotate and keep things fresh and interesting. Like,
yes,
maybe one time 100%. They'll be like, oh, you can only use Hoenn Pokemon or something like that. And, that could be cool. Like working out the meta, what's good. We'll see. Yeah,
playing old school regional dexes with like modern mechanics and all that sort of stuff. Hell, they could even bring in alternate mechanics from previous generations and, have those as an option.
Yeah, Worlds is going to be a Sky Battles.
Sky Battles was hype.
The only reason I remember Sky Battles so vividly is the one I always bring up when people talk about like older gimmicks, is because it was like advertised. It was one of the first things they announced about Gen 6.
Yeah.
It's just like, look at this. This is so cool. And they advertised like a Talonflame fighting a Gengar because back then Gengar still had Levitate.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is going to be sick. And then it just became such a nothing burger.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, there's this very specific kind of battle that you can do like 3 times in the game ever.
Yeah.
And Pokemon that are flying type or have Levitate can do it. And that's it. Have fun.
Yeah. It was still hype.
Yeah, a little bit. That's because we were children when that game came out.
Oh, yeah, that's
Well,
a
I
good
was.
point. I'm not that far in front of you.
I mean, I was probably effectively a child still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bit of a worrying thought though. We've got Mega. I mean, Mega's confirmed coming back. We saw it in the trailer.
Yeah.
Terrestrialization. We'll probably see Z crystals at some point as well.
Yep.
We're probably looking at Dynamax coming back as well.
I think they confirmed it because they wrote about the Omni Ring on the website.
Yes, they
Okay.
did. The Omni
They
Ring,
said
which gives
it
you
will do
access to everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dynamax is coming back.
Yeah. Eventually.
Everything will be available.
Yep.
At probably different points. I can't see them doing. I don't know what format it is. The one that you always see TikToks of like legendary spammers in Showdown.
Or Ubers.
Is it Ubers where like? But then they have access to all the gimmicks. So
Oh, anything goes.
Anything goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably anything goes. Or maybe just Uber's Nat Dex.
Yeah, I think it's just Natdex, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And then they in the one match they can use Mega and Dynamax and Z
Yeah,
moves.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
What's the other big gimmick? Those are
Terrestrialization.
Terra.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Mega, Dyna, Terra, Z moves.
Yep.
All in the one battle.
What Pokemon do we think would be most, given everything, what Pokemon do we think would be most oppressive with Dynamax?
Most oppressive, assuming that you can't use another gimmick.
So right now, let's just say you can't Dynamax
A Mega.
Origin Form Kyogre, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can't Dynamax a Mega and you can't Dynamax a Terra.
Yeah, I've got a thought for what I think would be the worst, but
The most oppressive Dynamax, surely it's just like Venusaur or Charizard again with their like field effects from Gigantamax.
oh yeah, you're talking about bringing like Pokemon we've already had.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Pokemon that have been introduced or Pokemon that perhaps weren't in Swish. I'm
Yeah.
thinking Dondozo with a Tatsugiri inside it.
Dynamax Dondozo.
I think that would be
Unkillable.
fucked up.
A Dynamax Dondozo.
Because then it wouldn't even need
Tatsumi.
to run order up. It could just run body press. Then when it Dynamaxes, it just max knuckle to boost its attack. And then it can like
Yeah.
have heavy slam to boost its defense, earthquake to boost its special defense.
Yeah. I did not think of that.
That'd be dreadful.
I forget that like commander
And unaware,
isn't, like,
have
a gimmick.
fun.
Yeah. 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 Good call.
Can't think of anything.
I have no clue, hey.
I'm also thinking like Miraidon with Dynamax would be fun.
Yeah.
Set your own.
Set your own
You can
field.
reset your electric terrain
Yeah,
whenever you
yeah,
use like
Wormwind, like
yeah, Wormwind. What did the fairy one do? The only fairy type.
Smack Starfall sets Misty Terrain, which is
That's
bad
right.
for it.
Yeah. that is bad for it. Yeah, good point. The only Dynamax fairy type move I remember was Hatterene's one. The confusion.
Unfortunately,
what was
I do
Max
remember.
Wormwind?
Lowers attack.
Decreases your attack.
Dragon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good move.
Decreases the opposition's.
No, it
Attack.
decreases your own jolt. Yes, it decreases the opposition.
I'm just confirming for our listeners at home.
Okay, thanks.
Yes. It's the potential is just
Yeah, 2026.
Yeah.
We're excited.
I think everyone's amped for it. I mean, the last release of Pokemon is still very good. I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. I love ZA. I hope that Champions continues the run of good releases from Pokemon and Game Freak because Scavvy missed the mark.
Yeah.
And the most annoying thing is now watching Scavvy on a Switch 2 and thinking, fuck, I might have rated it higher if I hadn't spent 3 years playing it on
Switch 1.
on a Switch 1.
Yeah.
I can't imagine your experience on Switch Lite was very good.
Just cooked. The first thing I did when I got a Switch 2 was load Scarlet Violet and be amazed.
Yeah, you're like,
it's like, oh, my eyes don't hurt now.
Just going back a little bit, I have heard from fellow panelist Dan Biguli said, quote unquote, all we know is that it's above 33 because there was a question about whether or not there was kicker for top 16.
Yeah.
So
Okay. For Auckland
Yes.
special event, going back to that.
Yeah, sorry. Yes. Yeah. I probably should have provided context for that.
We have been on a bit of a tangent.
Yes. Auckland special event, they're looking at more than 33 people or 33 or more.
33 exactly to provide the top 16. That'd be funny if it was.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty,
Well, you still
the
have
number
to,
64
you still have to have 33 people rock up. So it's not like
Yeah.
you would take 33 registrations
That'd be insane, yeah.
and risk someone not rocking up.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
But yeah, the number 64 sounds correct.
It
to me.
does,
I'm pretty sure I've heard that
Based
somewhere.
on that as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think TCG must have been like 128 or 130 or something like this.
They're even doing them at the same time though, because
No, TCG will be a 2-day where day one of Auckland special event will be only TCG.
Yeah.
And they will play their day one, and then whoever qualifies from that will come back for day two, and then
they'll
on
have the
day
table
two,
space for
they'll have the table
in the
space for
kitchen.
VG and go.
yeah.
the
Also,
kitchen.
just going back to that thing where the orgs tried to gatekeep it so it was only Kiwi players, that's basically confirmed false because Dan mentions there's Australian players who registered and got in. And Kieran also just chimed in to say that there's international players that he knows of who are going.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Chong Jun is going. I just remembered.
Okay.
To be
That's
honest,
fang.
if you're in the Asian circuit and you want to qualify outside of it, the best chance you have is to try to go to like a 64-person
Yeah,
special
that's
event.
the
Yeah.
best, yeah. Like the South African
Kitchen
special events.
regionals.
Yeah. Wasn't there some dude who traveled to like both South African things?
An Italian
whiffed-
guy, yeah.
And whiffed both times.
Yeah.
It's very funny to me.
Man, it is funny.
What do we reckon our chances are with Perth being gone that next season, 2027, we get a Perth special event?
Somebody would probably have to be already organizing that.
Ooh.
I think
As in, they would have to be.
multiple
talking-
people are.
What, for 2027 season?
So apparently, it took 5 years for New Zealand to get their special event.
Yeah, that's just because that's how long things take in New Zealand. Have you
Fair
ever been?
enough. Like I don't know of
I'm
anyone.
from there. My mum carried me for 24 months before she gave birth because that's how long things take over there.
I don't get it because I went to Auckland special event in 2018 and they
Yeah.
had one in 19, so I don't know what happened.
Crazy. Yeah. I do not know of anyone currently trying to organize a special event for Perth.
I've heard that things are cooking.
I have no doubt that things would be cooking. I hope so. It would be a great opportunity for all of our local players, local judges to try and get like their first event in
Yeah.
at a regional level event.
Good opportunity for an LGS as well.
Yes.
Local game store.
Yeah. You know, some high quality local games store like Good Games Morley or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, any one of the Good Games stores. You'd have to consider space. I think
Yeah.
the space that Good Games Morley currently has probably wouldn't be enough for a...
I think the biggest store we have is actually Beyond.
Oh, in Balcatta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they roll away their tabletop tables, they can fit like 120 people in that store.
There
That's
you go.
decent.
Yeah. You could almost fit 128 TCG players for a special event.
You could. Crazy thoughts. But no, shall we move off of champions onto...
I guess we can talk about it more when they finally give it to us.
Yeah,
give it to us. Honestly, if you dropped it tomorrow, I wouldn't be upset.
please.
Please, Daddy Game Freak.
No, drop it on Friday.
Drop it on Friday.
Don't drop it on a weeknight,
Yeah,
please, for my
true.
sanity.
Yeah. And then we'll get a VPN that says we're in New Zealand so we can play it earlier. No, they do global simultaneous release these days. It's
Yeah.
not really a thing anymore. The VR leak that happened over the holidays.
Leak.
Yeah, they leaked...
They being, I don't know whomst.
I don't know how exactly the leak happened. I just saw a tweet with basically all the pastes there.
Yeah, because
but
VR doesn't use Arcanine or anything like that. They just use their
no,
own
I think
Limitless, don't they?
Limitless, yes. I
yeah,
think. Yes. Yes.
I think
Or
VR has.
Battlefire.
I think VR uses Battlefire.
Okay.
And you need to submit I think an open team sheet paste and a paste with EVs
Yeah.
as well, just to basically account for any disputes. You know,
Yeah.
I remember just a little funny story related to this. I think Taryn, who won a VR before Worlds last year, he played Geo Sishke.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Taryn's Ogapon Half-Flame moved before Geo's Lunala and Trick Room,
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
which is crazy, right?
That is
Yeah.
crazy, yeah.
And Geo asked to look at the the speed stat because that like never happens. And Taran was legit. Like he had a brave half flame.
Jesus.
So for those instances, they need the EVs as well, just to confirm any disputes like that.
A brave half flame is wild.
Yeah, I know. When he told me, my mind was blown. But yeah, like I don't know if all the paste got leaked, but at least 40 of them got leaked.
A bunch of them, yeah.
Yeah.
All from top players.
I think from top players. Like I know the first place team got leaked, so we know it's a bold 244 HP, 252 defense, bold Fluttermane.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was with Hisui and Arcanine, Lando, Golden Go.
Damn it.
I think. Yeah.
What is that Fluttermane living?
Everything.
I mean, yeah, but like surely that, because still it gets picked up by some things when it's heavily defensive. So
I don't want to say anything incorrect. I know it can live like an Iron Hands heavy slam.
Damn.
But I think that's EV dependent. Like if it's like 76.
Assuming they're not like 252 adamant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Terra Water Surging Strikes. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Or maybe like a Mystic Water adamant surging strikes.
Come on, it's a Fluttermane, but it might. I'm not sure. I'd have to calc it.
Yeah.
What is it? 55?
55.
55 on both.
Yeah.
HP and defense.
So the tweet I think said, I'll get it up.
Yeah, you will.
I was waiting for someone to call me out on that. Okay, so Happy Duck JJ.
What a username.
Said, posted them all, so thank you. But he also, in the tweet, he said, always been a believer in EVs being public.
Interesting.
How do we feel about that?
I disagree 100%.
Yeah.
Like it's
the only thing you have in the modern OTS game is your spreads.
Yeah.
And is it Indonesia and like all those TPC regions that play the Master Ball, they give away your nature to your opponent on the OTS. And I think that is wild.
That's insane. Yeah.
Like that is so much information to give on an OTS. Saying that everyone's EV should be public is that's crazy to me. Like I'm not a high level team builder, but like I've figured out like one or two things going into like a local one time that have like given me wins, and I like wouldn't have been a win if the people I was playing knew that. So like,
right, yeah,
it's not great.
So to play devil's advocate for a second, and I guess best represent the argument of people who think it should be allowed, it should be shared. It's not dissimilar to like OTS for items, right? Like if I'm up against a Chi-Yu and I've got my Fluttermane, I got to click Power Gem into it and it outspeeds and kills me with an overheat. I was like, oh, it had Focus Scarf. That caught me off guard. Goddamn GC. Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not, entirely dissimilar to that. Like, if I'm clicking Heavy Slam into a Fluttermane and it's living, that's just throwing a massive spanner into my plan.
Yeah.
Right? So where's the difference between those two things? I guess is probably where the argument is in favor of open EVs. I'm personally against it. If nothing else, and this is probably going to be one of the most pretentious things I've ever said about VGC, there's IP issues, right? Like people put a lot of effort into these spreads. Like some of these EV spreads are like artworks.
Yeah.
Like you see some of these high level players, those really, really good team builders, who just kind of have the most insane, like very specifically, you've got like 20 EVs in attack in your special attacking mon because foul play will then take it to below half, which will proc the berry or some shit, right?
Yeah,
like, it's like
yeah,
some of these really
like
crazy specific stuff. What was it? I think, who's the crazy cook in Australia? Daniel Walker.
Yeah, I thought so.
I think was like just before one regionals, trying to get his hands on a Urshifu that had exactly 20 speed IVs.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Thinking Reg G or I
think Reg G, because I had to be like fastening something, but not fastening something else in Trick Room or something. There was something incredibly specific about it.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, like, these people, especially the ones who sell their teams, they have a right to kind of keep that information to themselves until they wish to disclose it to people.
Yeah.
Like if I rock up to a OTS event where I have to reveal my EVs, then, let's just talk about these people who sell their team sheets and sell team reports to people.
Yeah.
Like that's just, anyone can have access to that. And, I've lost any advantage I've got from the hours and hours and hours I've put into cooking this. Like, I'm not taking this very specific to cook to NAIC if everyone's going to have access to it by the time Worlds rolls around.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think, it's one thing to cook up, something a bit silly like Hex Flood Domain, right? But EVs are a whole different kettle of fish. And I think the kind of amount of work that people put into those, the value they provide to a team and how impactful they are, while at the same time not being so impactful that you need to have it open like a Terra or an item. I think for all those reasons, no, you shouldn't have open EVs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. And I mean, you raised the very interesting part of selling teams, which is like a very common Japanese practice, right? Where they sell the paste, because that's almost the only way they have to monetize their abilities in Pokemon is to sell paste. And then, you have, Wolf has his Patreon or whatever where he like gives full team reports on how to use it and whatnot. So like there's this very like interesting, it's not really like a secondary market, but it kind of is.
There's a market. I buy team reports because I want to know. And now, like Arabega, the winner of the VR, won't be able to sell a team report, with that premise of, you'll get access to the full EVs because it's been leaked.
Yeah. It's very, especially if people are like trying to build that as, their platform or whatever, or primary source of income. Like that's very damaging that someone's gone in, potentially hacked Battlefy or VR or something like that to get these and then release them on their own back. Like it's very problematic. I personally have never gone out and bought teams or team reports or anything, but like I've never pushed for Worlds. Like I've not trying to be that number one. I 100% understand the people who buy teams, buy team reports, engage in coaching and stuff like that. 100% get it. Come from like a sporting background where I have engaged in that for sports because that's what I wanted to do. So like it's identical to me.
Yeah.
It's it's information, it's preparation, it's practice.
Yeah.
Effectively. It's the same thing that athletes do. So like, it
sucks. Yeah.
If someone wants their EVs to be public,
it should be their decision. Yeah. Yes. I definitely echo Mark's statement on that. Like teams are art, we spend a lot of time iterating over hundreds, maybe thousands of games. For me, like I don't even want my OTS released, so I won't even enter VRs because I don't even want a Pokemon to be known or a move or anything. But EVs are the only thing, and they can completely change how the team plays as well. Yeah. So, definitely.
That is probably
against
the secondary effect of this is that maybe those high-level players go, well, fuck playing in VR. Their system isn't safe.
Yeah.
And all of my shit's going to get leaked. And
I don't want to play.
And then suddenly your top 10% of players in the world don't even want to touch VR.
Yeah.
It's bad for them as well because VR is the premise of reporting on elite players. And if none of them are in their tournaments, then suddenly that's unappealing to the masses as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing as well, I'll say, was the person who said that they feel that EVs should be open. Was that the person who leaked it? Or?
I don't think he leaked it. He just compiled all the pastes.
Gotcha. Yeah. Because I think regardless of what your opinion is on whether EVs should be open, the people entering the tournament didn't consent to EVs being open. And a lot of them might not have entered with those very specific spirits. Like you said, Arabega's got that team that he doesn't want to share the EVs of. And they've kind of entered and they've kind of been, those EVs have been taken without permission. So this leak, even if you do feel that EVs should be open at VGC tournaments, is just entirely unethical because those players didn't get consent to sharing those EVs.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
They entered the tournament with the expectation of all the other VRs that it would only be the OTS being leaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, not leaked, but publicized.
Yeah. Revealed, yeah.
Yeah, public knowledge would be the same information that your opponent is given, not everything that went into building that team.
Yeah. And I think trust that players have with the TOs and with the event is a huge thing. Like, without going into details at all, at Brisbane, there was a relatively minor. It was major in how it was dealt with, but like in terms of what could have been revealed, there was a very brief kind of where the stream showed the wrong thing and revealed information.
Yeah.
And that was taken incredibly seriously.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're just going to speak to the player immediately to let them know. We're going to, put all these gaps in place, got to take the whole stream down so that, no one's getting information they shouldn't going into the second day. And just, I think, when you consider how seriously that was taken, it's like that's the minimum that you should expect from a tournament organizer, because the players, they have a right to the privacy of their teams. They have a right to, all those things that they should be expecting from a tournament. I'm not blaming Victory Road for the leak, but I'm just saying, we should consider how seriously we're taking these, because like I said, the players are putting a lot of trust into the TOs.
Yeah, 100%. And the example of Brisbane is a good one. Like it, it's part of the team there where it was taken extremely seriously.
Oh yeah.
People were like scrambling to make sure that things were mitigated as soon as possible. And I think in the spirit of fairness, because one person who made day 2 was made public even briefly, they just made the decision, all right, everyone's OTS is going to be public before day 2 for the VG comp. So like, it was taken very seriously, and that decision wasn't made lightly by the TO or anything like that.
And we as casters, with a couple of the head judges, basically had a 45-minute sit down where we kind of discussed how is this not going to happen again. Yeah. Because it's just, like I said, that's how seriously they take it.
Yeah. So to see, 40-odd high-level players, teams just get leaked on a whim, as we said, without consent, without their knowledge until they saw the tweet effectively, it's not great by whoever's done it.
Yeah, I think, surely Victory Road will learn from this, and they'll probably put in some measures to make like the pace more secure. Maybe use I think there's some other like pace applications or sites that are more secure, like they might require a password or something like that. So they may enforce that in future VRs, because people love the VRs. There's good prize money, and you can play, in your boxes at home. It's just the time zone for Aussies, especially.
God, anytime you can play at home is so good.
But it's nice to play at home.
Like I got Professor's Cup this weekend on the 10th, and it's at like 5 p.m. It's like such a good time.
That's perfect. Yeah.
It should be done by midnight, and going into Sunday, I can sleep in if I want. It's just like chef kiss. But like the one I did before that, it started at 11 p.m. type thing. So that was way less good.
Yeah. And that's pretty normal for VRs. They have had
like
some
one
events.
Or two a
year.
year.
At least a few, I think, that are like more suitable for our time zone. But most are, catered towards US, EU sort of zones.
And look, you understand that those are the zones accommodated for.
We get it. We get it.
We just wish we had 5 more invites to Worlds each year.
Yeah.
Oh, man. There are so many people I know who would love to go back to qualification bar. I can't see it going back.
Probably not, but we'll see.
They're just going to dial those numbers in each year to exactly what they want.
Yeah.
The amount of people they want to attend, they'll dial it in and spread it out as they see fit, which just won't be to Oceania, apparently. Don't leak shit. Unless everyone consents to it.
Was there anything else from VR? I didn't really see too much of the results. I just remember Arabiga won.
I think that's the only one that I saw, to be honest. I don't keep a big track of VR.
I'll have a quick look.
That's a Dan job.
Yeah.
Actually a friend of mine got top 8. Naoya Takasago.
Nice.
AKA Mizmiz. Very young. He went AO in day 1 Swiss.
Sheesh.
That's pretty good.
He may have gone 10-0 actually, because his final record's 10-1 and he finished top 8. So Yeah. But
Oh, yeah, he must have done, yeah.
yeah.
'Cause you're going to have lost at least once unless you win the whole thing. So
exactly.
it
That's
would have had to have been 10-0.
yeah. So that's an instance where you want double elimination top cut.
Yeah, exactly.
But pretty standard. Overall, the teams are like mostly pretty standard. The Arabego team is sort of, it has influenced the meta, I'd say. Like a lot more people are using T-Wave Fluttermane. In combination with Rock Slide. So in Arcanine,
that's the meme
it's a
I fucking
pain,
saw.
yeah.
That was a thing last Reg F. There were a couple of different Paraflinch teams. I remember one that briefly saw popularity was Grimmsnarl and Galarian Moltres.
Yeah.
With the Thunderwave and Fiery Wrath. Yeah.
There's an Iron Valiant in Top Cut. Otherwise, it's most stuff you've seen before in Regulation F. Which is to be expected. Like, I feel like it's a pretty solved format at this stage.
It's a lot of people complaining about Reg H, but the one thing I will say about Reg H is you kept seeing new stuff pop up. And I know we haven't really had that many regionals in Reg F yet, but I feel like we're yet to see anything new kind of show its head.
Yeah. I guess the upcoming regionals will be, big teller what people are doing.
Do we have... because you mentioned there was that one regional, that one weekend with, 2 regionals and a special event or something like that?
Yeah, there's like Birmingham, a US one, and
Auckland
all in the same weekend.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting to see if anything pops up from that weekend.
Yeah, that'll be a very big weekend for team potential, given that they're almost simultaneous. Like the time difference between EU and NA is not big enough that they're going to change what's happening there.
Yeah. Will we see balance when all 3?
Oh, God, not again.
Didn't we have that
I think we did.
A weekend, in Reg H, like the same team,
same team, 1, 2,
2.
At least I think on the same.
Yeah,
I do also remember because I think we were pretty this podcast started during Reg F.
Yeah,
sorry, it's Merida. Sorry,
Merida.
Okay, yeah,
Birmingham, Merida, and Auckland.
But yeah, very early episodes of this podcast, we were just saying, all right, let's talk about the teams that did well. All right, was it Rillaboom, Incineroar, Urshi Rapid, and Raging Bolt? Yep. It was like, all right, moving on to this tournament. Was it the same 4? Yep. All right, moving on. There was a period of time where it was just everyone was running the Fire, Water, Grass, Raging Bolt.
Can't believe that's nearly, 2 years ago?
Yeah, we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary for the podcast, which is in March, I believe.
Yeah, we started in March. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a very short season 1 because we started so late.
Right.
Into the year. Sydney and Santiago are on the same weekend.
So this is the
well.
start of season 3, isn't it?
We're halfway through season
drop.
3.
Oh, did we start in the middle of the year?
Yep.
Oh.
Seasons with the Pokemon seasons.
Pokemon season.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn we... All right, never mind.
There's a few double ups actually as we go through the rest of the year. So there's a triple up for Auckland in terms of regionals: Birmingham, Merida, Auckland. There's a double up with Sydney and Santiago. There's Seattle and Unite stuff happening on the same weekend.
Unite.
Yeah. Then there's Unite and Curitiba. Curitiba? That must be
never heard
LA.
of it.
I've heard.
Spell it?
It is in Brazil.
Brazil, right.
Yeah. Brazil gets a bunch of events.
I mean, to be fair,
it is a big fucking country.
huge.
Yeah.
And then we have the weekends in a row. So we got Curitiba, Houston, and then Seville, weekend after weekend after weekend, immediately followed by Orlando and Querétaro on the same weekend. This back end of this year is very densely populated with events, and honestly, you love to see it.
What weekend did you say that was, that you were just reading out?
Those are 4 weekends in a row of different events. Campinas and Utrecht on the same weekend. Melbourne and Lima on the same weekend. And then that immediately followed by Indianapolis and Turin, and then NAIC all consecutively.
Oh.
It's a huge run into NAIC.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be really interesting to see what format we're playing those on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weekends in a row from May through to June have a Pokemon event.
All right. So much
damn.
Pokemon.
It's going to be dense.
Yeah.
How good if all of those on Champions?
It'd be pretty sick.
It would. So the Turin is the event immediately before Indianapolis. So, worst case scenario, Lima's usually smaller than Melbourne, isn't it? Or is Lima big these days?
I think smaller than Melbourne, but I can't remember for sure.
Lima is in Peru.
Peru, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go. If we get Champions early, surely Melbourne and Lima are like test cases to run Champions
That'll be good.
3 weeks before NAIC.
Of course, they would do that to me, though. They would, like, if I get asked to cast Melbourne, and there's like, you're casting for this new format, good luck, you get 0 practice.
Yeah. We're not going to let you know anything that's happening in this event, in this game. Figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
But no, it's a lot of Pokemon coming up at the end of the season, which is obviously very exciting. And then we have 6 weeks between NAIC and Worlds, which is going to be Champions prep. Worst case scenario, people are prepping on Champions in a format that they have no idea what is happening. Best case scenario, we've already been playing it for a few months.
Yeah.
I hope so.
There's no way they only do Worlds on it, because, like, if nothing else, the judges would have no idea what they're doing.
Correct.
Yeah, at least with Regulation D, it was still the same game.
Same
Yeah, right?
But this is a different
It
game.
was just a bunch
Just
of
take your
home
Reg
ones.
C,
Yeah.
Reg C team and stick an Urshi if you want to have fun.
Yeah.
That added Rillaboom as well, didn't it? Reg D.
It did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, added
That's right, yeah, a
that.
bunch of starters and a bunch of sub-legendaries. It was.
Yeah, Landorus, Rillaboom,
Etran.
Tornadus, Ursaluna,
Yeah, Torn,
yeah.
Cresselia.
Insane.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't envy having a prep for that.
I was glad I got sick like 1 week because it meant I didn't have to work for 1 week. I could just play Showdown all week
Play Showdown and
prep.
figure it
Figure out
out.
the
Because
format,
I
yeah.
needed that time to prep actually.
Yeah.
Valid.
Given it was the first event.
I was gonna say, Worlds that year, Reg D was like the only Reg D event, right?
No, they still had Reg D after Worlds for a little
Oh,
bit.
that's right.
I think
It was-
in Australia we didn't play any more Reg D.
yeah,
Our first event was Reg E in Brisbane. But they would have had like 1 or 2
yeah, a
Reg D
few.
regionals
Yeah.
in EU and US. Yeah.
Yeah, again, back to the terrible pacing of Scavvy.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we've been there, discussed that.
Yep.
Yeah. I gonna bring the mood down just a little bit by discussing everyone's favorite segment, Mouth Breather of the Year.
Oh, hit us.
A gentleman on Twitter by the name of Thomas Hayden caused
Hello,
a bit of a
Thomas.
stir on the VGC Twitter by making some interesting comments. So to give some wider context, there's a VGC player, a lady named Victoria.
Yeah.
She's pretty big on Twitter. I think she's mates with Moxie Boosted.
Yeah.
VGC player, bodybuilder. She's a prominent trans member of the community. And outside of the VGC community, originally, there was a video made about her by a gentleman by the name of Joey Swole,
Yeah.
also a contender for Mouth Breather of the Year, essentially misgendering her a bunch and complaining about a relatively saucy but also quite harmless photo that she took in a gym locker room when there was
Yeah.
no one else around. I'll keep the discussion about, the particular ethics of whether or not you should be taking those sorts of pics in a public gym, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
out of this because it's too much nuance and depth to that and I can't be fucked.
So much nuance.
I don't want to touch the 10-foot pole.
Essentially, she was getting singled out and having a bunch of transphobic stuff said about her, and also just kind of, you shouldn't be doing this. The same kind of scrutiny is not applied on cis people, even those posting far more, saucy stuff that they've taken
Yeah.
in gym locker rooms and even just in public gym mirrors.
We're watching you, Warren.
Yes. But anyway, so that was really unfortunate. I think Victoria took a break from Twitter, and I do not blame her one bit. But that brings us back around to our Mouth Breather of the Year nominee, Mr. Hayden, who brought it back to the VGC community where it previously was kind of happening outside of that, and essentially just said a bunch of really suspect and unfortunate things about Vic. And he just refused to use her name and refused to use her pronouns. But he just kept saying they and this person. I think having some semblance of the knowledge that like any kind of direct misgendering of someone is just going to get you booted from the community immediately.
Yeah.
So he was smart enough to not directly call her a man or anything like that.
Yeah.
But just everyone was saying, it's like, this isn't it, dude. Like, the way you're calling her out is inappropriate. Like, your wording isn't appropriate. And he just doubled down and just acted like a total dick about it. Said some properly heinous stuff. And so, yeah, he can get fucked.
Yeah, definitely a mouth breather of the year.
Yeah.
Candidate for sure.
We do not stand transphobia at the OG drop.
And fun fact, just while we're talking about Mouth Breather of the Year, last year's, I want to say Mouth Breather of the Year winner, Papa C.
Papa C Kaito.
Yeah.
Is he around?
The MAGA Tweedledee.
That's right.
I forgot about it.
I think we...
Who wants to take a photo at Indianapolis with all of our MAGA gear?
Jesus Christ.
Crazy. And he was the only one.
He wasn't, but that's a different story for a different time.
But yeah, the photo of prominent Twitter user PokeJules confronting him while he was just kind of sitting there on a special seat that was allocated for him.
Yeah.
And just being called out, the kind of one that kind of went viral on Twitter because everyone's like, this is hype as shit.
Yeah.
I think is the anniversary of that photo very recently as well.
Oh, right.
So it's been a year since that.
Already.
I thought that happened much later in the season, but
I thought so too, but
my perception of time is not great these days.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, like, I saw a post recently saying, like, this was a year ago. Crazy.
Jesus.
That does not surprise me. We should probably get a hat printed that says Mouth Breather of the Year and try and get it delivered to Papa C.
Yes. Yeah. In the MAGA format.
In the MAGA. MBT.
In the same font, on the same colored hat, you'd be able to make it fit, like Mouth Breather of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, you do it as like, MBTY. So they're like, what's this new movement?
Yeah. Anyway, a nomination. I feel like we're a bit low on nominations this year.
I think we are. I'm going to have to go through and listen up and see if it's in writing where it needs to be in the server.
I'll make sure to put that one in there. But if you're listening and you've got any recommendations for Mouth Breather of the Year for this season, we typically make the decision on our anniversary in March. So make some recommendations.
Yes.
And don't try to be a mouth breather before then either.
No, don't.
Yeah.
Also, nominating us as Mouth Breather of the Year. That was a very last year bit.
That's a very
Let's not be doing that again. Chris. And also our subscribers. I know a bunch of them was like, I want to nominate Mark for his dumbass comment that he made in this specific episode.
Classic.
Yeah, they're all going to do it now.
They are. But yeah, I should create a Google form and put it in there. Fill it out. Give a spot to link the specific tweet.
I need to teach you how to use Typeform at some point.
Format?
Yeah, it's basically like a Google form, but it's a bit... It's like the difference between Paint 3D and Photoshop.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We can do that. Anyway, that's been us for our welcome back. Welcome back.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you all had
Happy New Year to those who celebrate.
Those who celebrate the turning of the calendar. To our Chinese listeners, Happy New Year in a few weeks.
Give it a month, yeah.
We hope you had an enjoyable rest. If you got to do so, if you did not, our condolences.
Retail and hospitality workers.
Yeah.
Service workers.
Am I right? The people that keep the wheels turning.
We who weren't working over the Christmas break, that's how you know our jobs are not important.
Yeah.
100%.
Like we could all stop working and the world wouldn't change a thing. Yeah, retail workers stop working, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
We need to pay our retail workers more.
Yeah. Less automated checkouts.
Yeah, fuck oath. I'm so annoyed. Cash and self-serve checkouts is like when I have to agree with the really obnoxious boomers.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're the fucking worst, but I am on your side.
Yeah.
Yes. Why can I not pay for things with cash? Why are there so many automatic tellers?
Yeah.
Just employ a 16-year-old and let them buy shit for themselves.
Yeah, the one difference between me and the obnoxious boomers when it comes to having an issue with self-checkouts, well, there's two differences. One, I have a difference because of how it's impacting, I have an issue with it because of how it's impacting workers.
Yeah.
Not because I'm too lazy to scan my own shit.
Yeah.
And the other issue is I don't take my frustrations out about it on the poor 16-year-old who's trying to look after the self-checkout area.
No. God, no.
Like the number of times I've seen it's like, why won't you open more registers? It's like, ma'am, I'm 16. I have zero control over that.
I just work here. I just work here.
It's like, I'd fucking love to because it would take more pressure off me, the underpaid person who's having to manage you while you can't figure out how to scan your fucking yogurt.
I wish I could go back in time to like when I worked in retail because I would just drop that.
You wouldn't be having any of it, eh? Like,
No,
you'd just
none.
be like,
I
don't care if you scream at me. What are you going to do about
I
it?
used to work in a liquor store and like the
God.
amount of like little 80-year-old women that would demand that I go into the back and pull out the specific cask of $8 wine that they wanted because it wasn't on the fucking shelves was fucking
Oh
ridiculous.
my God.
And they always did it at like peak hour for some reason because they didn't have the rest of the day to come and buy Fruity Lexia. Like they just had to do it during peak hour after work rush. Like, are you so for real? I would just go back and be like, yeah, it's not on the shelf. It doesn't exist.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. But the things we know now,
Obnoxious
Yeah.
customers can be nominated as Mouth Breather of the Year.
they could. I don't know how that affects Pokemon, but yes.
People who are obnoxious to judges.
Yes.
Yeah, that's, as bad as being obnoxious to like a server or
Yeah. It's
anyone,
worse at locals because those judges are volunteers.
I know that's
They're not even
actually
getting paid
worse.
to deal
Yeah,
with
that's actually so much worse.
Yeah.
I
don't think there's any.
there's no one in like Perth. Right?
I was going to ask, like, I feel like we haven't really had many issues with assholes walking up to locals and being dicks to
No,
judges and other
I think it
players.
might happen in TCG a little bit.
I've heard of it happening in TCG, yeah, but I mean they get way more players than we do, so that's just statistically.
Yeah,
more
statistically
likely.
more likely.
Yeah, fair.
Did I
like-
mention I was at a challenge that had I think it was almost top 32 points.
Damn.
It was 6 rounds on a Tuesday night, and I was just like,
Is that
Holy
a Morley?
shit.
yeah, Morley.
Wow.
It's because I think part of the reason was the judge who's been running Morley for
Oh,
ages
it was their farewell.
Yeah, his final event that he was running, so a bunch of people showed up for it.
Damn.
It was crazy. Yeah,
A
it was like
challenge nearly.
I don't want to be
getting
playing
30
6 rounds of TCG on a Tuesday night.
No, best of one TCG.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Um,
Could you imagine if we got that for VG?
and meanwhile, we're playing challenges with 5 people where someone can win if they win a single fucking match.
Good job, Chris.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, proud of you, buddy.
Unfortunately, that's going to go towards his total for the O2 Drop Invitational this year.
Do we reckon he's still going to complain about lack of attendance now that it's gone in his favor?
Yes.
Yeah, you're probably
hang
right.
on. Wait. There is some cognitive dissonance there. So maybe he won't. Maybe he'll be like 5 is enough.
No. I reckon I take back what I said. I reckon he is going to complain more because he's going to be like, he's not going to see it as the lack of attendance working in his favor. So I just played better than everyone else. He earned the win and the loss was robbed from him.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi Chris. Love you. Hope your cat's doing well.
Yeah. Hope you get to go. Any final thoughts, Mark?
I've been giving my final thoughts of the past 15 minutes, I
You
think.
have. Final thoughts, Alister?
Yeah, happy new year and looking forward to 2026. Everyone, hope you've been well.
Yeah, boy. Let us know what you think about open EVs in the OTS era. Should that be something that's mandatory? Are you happy that it's not? Should we draw and quarter the people who leaked the VR teams?
Maybe. You know, I just had a thought of then. Like, something I'd love to do is just be like one of those... Sorry, I've got more final thoughts.
Draw and quarter.
No, yes, that. I'd love to do that. But also, you know, like those crappy kind of like talk show radio where it's like, call in and let us know on 1300-297-333.
Yeah.
Call in and let us know, what are your thoughts on electric cars? You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
I want to like, obviously we don't do it live, so it'd be a bit difficult, but I'd love to do a segment where we do like
A call.
listener call-ins. Yeah. And this is like...
yeah. That sounds so good.
Just like, if you see us go into the Discord, it's your turn to join.
Yeah.
Well, we could schedule it, right?
We could,
Like,
yeah.
Have people come in and be like, and we're joined by subscriber Matt.
Matt.
I choose that name because that could be any one of 10 subscribers, given how many Matts we have.
It's at least a 10% chance.
Yeah.
You'll be right.
But yeah, we're just like, we're joined by a subscriber. Matt, what's your opinion on Regulation F coming back or whatever?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I love coming up with more ways to pad our content.
Yeah.
Especially ways that involve us not having to do any work because we can make the listeners do it.
Free labor. Anyway, guys, we're very happy to be back on the mics doing work for y'all. As always, let us know, what's going on, if we're doing good, things you'd like to hear, all that sort of stuff. Always open to feedback, constructive or not. Until next time, friends. Alrighty. Okay. Anyone need more volume in the ears?
I'm good for now, thank you.
I would like a bit more volume if that's
A
all
bit
right.
more. Tell me how it is.
That's good.
That's good.
Thanks.
Okay. Groovy. All right. That's that one, I think.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu!
It's Clefairy!
You have to re-familiarize yourself with the soundboard after
I do, yeah. And then we
all
got
that time off.
the two most important ones.
Get fucked, nerd.
Oh, actually, that reminds me, I have Mouth Breather of the Year nomination.
Is it me?
Could be.
Could be. Excellent.
Depends how much you piss me off this episode.
As much as I can. Okay. All ready, Freddy?
Holy shit.
Brother. When I spilled the tea, I meant like share the gossip that's happening in the VGC community.
That was good.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I was more worried about it cracking. So
Wouldn't be the first one of those cups that's... I've been keeping an eye out for a new one to buy, and I've seen the same brand with like similar designs multiple times, but like
Yeah.
never that
Exact.
specific one. Yeah, it's a pain.
Devo. Alrighty. Let's grab room tone and we can kick off.